it is Friday, which means new movies are entering the theater, and Linda Cook has entered our studios to share these wonderful movies with us. Now, I tell you what, Night of the Zoopocalypse.
I know, it's an oddball name.
Very odd.
This is based, believe it or not, I am a big horror fan of both novels and movies. Clive Barker is one of my favorite horror writers. He's responsible for Candyman and Hellraiser.
Love Candyman and Hellraiser.
Right, so these are very grown-up movies.
Okay.
I would call this film, if there is such a thing, a beginner's horror movie.
Okay.
Because it is based on Clive Barker's concept, but it is for families and for kids.
Okay.
It's an animated movie, and the idea is that the zoo animals are living out their lives and they have their own little personal squabbles.
Okay.
But when something arrives and plunges from outer space into the zoo, wouldn't you know it, there's sort of a zombie pandemic that begins when this thing comes in contact with various zoo animals. The zoo animals at first don't know what's going on, but when they see what's happening, they realize they better work together or they're not going to survive the night.
So we got lions and tigers and bears fighting back.
Oh my, yes. And this is funny, it is smart, it is again, it's rated PG, so it's for families, but there's just enough, you know, that creepy factor more than scary factor is all the way through it. Even the creepy animals look funny. And I love the stylized versions of the capybaras and the ostriches, the wolves, the mountain lion. David Harbour, by the way, for people who like Stranger Things, is the voice of the mountain lion.
Oh, nice.
So you'll recognize him. I was really surprised by this movie. It is brand new, just out, and it's worth seeing on the big screen. 3.5 out of 4 stars for me.
Yes, a very original concept to introduce those kids to horror at an early age.
That's
Let's get it done, parents. All right, and then this one is going to take our breath away. Last Breath.
It did me.
Okay.
This is based on a true story, which makes it all the more interesting, I think, of a group of divers who go down to fix a pipeline. You know, we don't think about these pipelines that
underwater,
run,
you think underground or under our farms.
Exactly. So this really happened, and I won't give anything away, but there is an accident, and a person who is outside of I'll say contraption, must be saved because he's running out of air. That's what Last Breath means. So you see how people try to figure out the solution to an almost insurmountable problem, work together. Woody Harrelson is part of the team, and he is just wonderful. It's a real small role for him, but he shines in everything he does. And at the end, you actually see what happened to the people involved. And it is, I cried when I saw that. It's so compelling, so moving, but it's also really exciting because you don't know from one moment to another what's going to happen. It reminded me a lot of the movies that are set in outer space when someone has to be rescued. And you know, there's a parallel to the water and outer space. So it's PG-13. Older kids could go to this. I can't think of anybody who wouldn't like this adventure story. It is great. 3.5 out of 4 stars, and only in theaters.
And all of us can relate to what happens when pipelines go wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Linda, for being here. Night of the Zoopocalypse and Last Breath are both in theaters. And check out Linda's full reviews online at arquacities.com.